one-day release. Demon sub tries not to crease. And D-Wise keep it nice and warm, in bed with Russian uniform. Meanwhile, the Candyman is opening another can. Technical difficulties, they're really such a crime. Technical difficulties, they happen all the time. It's Yellow Belly Tabletop time. It's Yellow Belly Tabletop time. It's Yellow Belly Tabletop time. Sometimes they're salty about the gaming biz, and nobody knows who Upworlder is. Technical difficulties, they're really such a crime. Technical difficulties, they happen all the time. It's Yellow Belly Tabletop 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 time.
Actually, there's two different things tonight, because I've got my PC running on upstairs now that I built. Oh, nice sound from Paul. Evening, boys and girls. Can everybody hear me? Sound check, please. Awesome. So, Paul was saying that some things are a bit different.
Testing.
It seems some things, however, are still the same. We have technical difficulties.
What the fuck? I've got two listings for my microphone. Hang on. I'm going to choose. No, I'm not going to choose that. This is the wrong one.
Things
Okay.
never change. No.
Right.
Esting. The
Shut-
Paul is here now.
Let's start this again.
Spam's noticed.
Right, okay. Let's get rid of the echo of David. So, good evening, everybody. You'll notice it's a bit different here. Okay, so I've relocated. So previously, my hobby zone and my PC zone and streaming space was the corner of my front room. But the problem was, on Thursday night, I basically took it over, and my wife had to retreat upstairs to bed at like 7 o'clock in the evening, which pissed her off. So now we have a new plan, which is husband fuck off to dark corner of house. So here we are. Now, this is also quite exciting because what we have,
Do we get room tour tonight?
Well, it will be very brief, but let me see if I can do this for everybody. I am now basically in my hobby store room, which is our spare bedroom. So this gives me the opportunity to show people my pile of shame. So let's get the old right. So brace yourselves, people. This is going to be shaky cam 101. But let's go to the desk cam. So backing out. So there's the hobby desk and the computer. And then Hello.
Nice.
No, and then the phone's died. What the hell?
Are you moved too far from your server?
No. The phone. Okay. New plan. Right, let's try that again. So, hobby desk. Stacks of boxes.
They look like they could give way and kill you any second.
Probably will. And they go right to the floor. Then more boxes. Some boxes yet to be filled. My awesome bolt action gaming mat, fresh from Deep Cut. And on the other side of the room, some more piles of shame. So all these totes, guys, are about 60 to 80 litres a piece. And obviously they're all full. So that should give you a rough idea of the nature of my problem. We've got a couple of smaller 40 litre ones just crowding the top. So yeah, that's a thing. Let's get rid of that. So yeah, here we are, the new home. Now
this feels like a confessional. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Jesus. Right. Okay. So yeah, there you go. Shut up, phone.
In other news, boys and girls, though.
So what have we got?
Now the problem is with seeing David's, we've got to go here, there, and everywhere.
I like, what's this? Fucking cheese me, pile of shame, puddle, more like. Oh, what are you saying, cheese me? These amateur numbers here. What the hell? Sorry, mate. Carry on.
David's. Why do I get attacked?
To be fair, that is more than 80%. I literally have a cupboard on the landing, which is basically just the big ball games like Assassin's Creed and that stuff. Other than this,
just realised something, though,
this
Dave.
is everything else.
You're now missing your backlit cupboard.
Yes, yeah, that's obviously in the front. I mean, couple of things to mention, guys. Number one, my Wi-Fi point is now completely different floor, several walls between me and it. It may affect the stream. So if we do get juddering, stalling, whatever, can people just comment in the chat? And I'll see about running an Ethernet connection or something that's solid rather than a Wi-Fi. But I've been able to go online and play games and stuff, so I figured it'll probably be okay. So we'll see.
Your games that you were playing, how strenuous are we talking?
No, not.
Oh.
Darren. Okay. Darren says, Paul, that tall makes me look like a minimalist. Fucking hell.
I don't know if everybody at home's hearing that, but Paul's audio is a bit glitchy for me.
Okay, right. That's the kind of feedback we need. Okay, so I'm juddering for David. Okay. To be fair, yes, the lighting is something that we will have to adjust. For me, it's all a bit too bright. I liked the way I'd got the light balanced downstairs.
He's a creature of the darkness.
But where's Ewok? I'm not sure that the Wi-Fi is the main hindrance. Oh dear.
Right.
Thank you, Ewok. That's thanks, mate. Fucking hell, that's funny. That's fucking funny. Right, yeah. So, if you're new here, it's all changed. I hope that was clear. And if it's not, you can catch up. Watch some of our old streams. The more you watch, the more it makes sense. Well, sort of the more it makes sense. Some would say the less it makes sense.
It's same but different. Like, we opened with technical difficulties yet again.
So yes, I don't go away. Stop. Right. So yeah. Over the next couple of hours, then, if you know, we're going to be doing over our usual. Shut up. We're going to be going over our usual format. So we'll have a chat about what we're actually going to be working or hobbying on tonight. I really don't have a plan, mate. I don't know about you.
I'm beavering away already, mate.
And then we'll have a chat about what we got up to at Gaming Club on Monday. And then there's a couple of things to share that we found on YouTube. And then I will be getting into our main topic about 9 p.m. And we're going to, yet again, rob Uncle Atom from Tabletop Minions for a great topic that he just threw out on his Friday video, which was his sort of 3 wishes if he were to have a genie in a lamp, his 3 wishes for wargaming, that, you know, what he would like to see. David and I thought it was such a good topic. I said to David, could we do like our 3 wishes? And we thought, yeah, let's do that. So,
spoiler alert, we may not have satisfied the goal.
Come on, phone. I tell you what, I'm glad to get the fucking desktop show out of the way, because my phone is pissing me off. Do you want to go first, mate, as you're beavering away already? Oh, no.
Yeah,
Go on, then.
Come on down.
Oh, hang on a second.
Oh, you haven't even set me up, have you?
No.
Off you go.
Yeah, obviously, David's got some news that he might want to share with stream. But
well, it's a bit clutch, really.
Yeah, it'll be a clutch moment for everybody. But we need to make sure we're wearing the correct gear, don't we?
You're a cunt. You're a fucking cunt, and I hate you. I fucking hate you. Why am I friends with you again?
Oh dear. Right, okay, come on, we need to step this up a gear. Let's go.
Who's going live? Are you going live? Am I going live?
You're live. You're live. You're live on the internet.
So, boys and girls, it's Paint and Comp the week after next. I've got nothing done for it. I've said about doing some Fallout, so I was going to possibly start building some of this shit tonight, which I'm going to get round to after. But in the Fallout vein, we have how many boxes of Fallout here? 4 boxes of Fallout and an Extreme Pan Lady from TT Combat. We're just speed building this shit.
Darren,
so
no, David's not pregnant.
Mole rats. Rad roaches. Now, these are the easiest ones to build because it's take the gate off and clean them.
I was going to say, look at the fucking mole gates on some of them. Jesus Christ.
Mirelurks, anyone? And then somewhere in this pile, here he is. Our favourite Robit. Missing his 3rd eye.
Has the stream unfrozen for you, Cheese Me, or just out of interest?
And then we also have some bloat flies and a lone wanderer.
I do have a shit ton of Jot frames. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to crack that door.
Anybody want a dog meat? Wearing some aviator goggles, boys and girls. So, Tonight we will mainly be sorting out Fallout Wasteland Warfare in its various forms. So, sir, I am done.
Okay, so basically it's a
What
Fallout.
you
Now,
up to?
that's not going to work having that door open. I know that for a fucking fact. Right, let's go back here. Well, it's not what I'm going to be working on tonight. Oh, fuck off. Every time. Just... Right, okay. So, number one, obviously, like, painting competition is due, and the topic is a centerpiece. So I finally got the last layer for my. Let's see if this can. The problem is this is so big. I don't think I'm going to get it under the tabletop cam. Let's see where we get on. Let's. It's so big! Look at the fucking state of it. Jesus.
That's not what she said.
Yeah, to be fair, she didn't say that. So this is going to be my painting competition. Yes, feel free to call me a cheat in chat. But I'm going to say it's a massive centerpiece. It's a huge piece of terrain. This is what we use for the Frostgrave scenario, the Temple of the Cats, or at least the top two layers were. I've only just recently printed, and that's frozen again. My mobile is definitely not liking this, and I don't know why. Okay. What the... Of all the problems I thought I might have tonight, I did not think one would be my phone. In fairness. That's gone. Okay, great. So, we'll scrap that. Let's go to this. So, yeah, this is going to be paint comp. It's already got a grey primer on it. We're basically just going to wash, dry brush, and then plenty of green, lush, jungle-esque vines and what have you growing on it. There are some little insets here for me to do, like panels with glyphs. So I'm gonna probably get those printed, but I've got all week and they're only tiny. So but yeah, painting competition is well on the way. Let's put that back out the way. Then in terms of tonight, I'm gonna be finishing, well, I'm going to be finishing off those, if I can find them, those guys that I started last week for everybody that was here. Here they are. Not that I can show them now because my fucking mobile's died again. But yeah. So what side's going to work best? Really small. It's really small. So yeah, it's these little purple Nurple Court of Owls figures for Batman. If I can get my phone working again, I will give everybody a better shot. But as I say, at the moment, I just don't know what its fucking problem is. Maybe it's the system cannot be accessed. Why don't you fuck off? Right. Sort phone out later. Right, get rid of that. Okay. Do you want to tell... Now, we don't really have any pictures. So, I had a bit of a change of plan on Monday at club. Didn't I? Hello, Pandy. Good to see you, sir. Oh, you should enter your treehouse Ewok. That would be awesome. I'd love to show that off, mate. Go for it.
Is that a euphemism, Ewok, or?
The keyword for the competition, Cheese Me, is centerpiece stroke. What was it? Centerpiece stroke.
Let me tell you. I'll go find it.
Ah, that would be telling, Paul. That'll be telling. You'll have to catch that on the rewatch.
Display piece / centerpiece.
Display piece / centerpiece. Thank you, mate. So yes, obviously, that's what the join room with camera. That's what competition is. Bingo. Right.
Modiphius, of all the places to put your gates, the edge of the fucking base.
That's what
was
I'm
not
working
the
on.
one.
Quick, everybody look at the screen before my phone dies again. Piece of shit. Right, carry on, mate. You were saying.
Modiphius putting their fucking bruise supports for their bases right on the very edges. So whatever you do, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You cut too far away and then you shave down and get somewhere close and it looks shit. Or you cut too close and then you have a massive pit to fill in.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Do you know what? Paul says, I am a display piece. I like it. Fucking Cheese Me says, oh no, Spam says, why does it look like David is filing his nails? That's fucking genius.
Actually, I am. Dazzling.
That's fucking
I love the fact that the salt rating is no longer 0 to 10. It's 0 to
to
war cradle.
Setting whole new standards in fucking
What's
salt.
between 10 and war cradle? Boys and girls that have seen our back catalogue.
Fucking hell. Look at Toros's comment.
Yeah, I saw.
Fucking hell,
Nice
that
to
was
see
funny.
To see you, nice.
That's funny. So funny. That is such a good idea, Toros. That is such a good idea. Oh my god.
I don't know where my thick glue's gone. Modiphius is it? So it's 0 to 10 Modiphius war cradle.
Fucking hell.
Hey, Modiphius are in my good books at the moment.
Are they?
Well, yeah, because they produce these wonderful Wasteland Warfare miniatures, and I'm...
You were just having a fucking moan a minute ago. Make your minds up. Are they wonderful or are they just not?
The gates are shit.
Oh, the gates.
Which will be down to some dickhead in the design department.
Right, okay.
And yes, I am allowed to say that because that's my day job, boys and girls.
Basic skin tone white, violet red.
Oh, have we got some high? Yes, we have some high quality glue. Just snap the filler neck off inside the lid. So I can now have it dosed in kilo increments or fuck all. Fuck's sake, man.
Oh dear.
Oh, anyway, boys and girls, we've missed something when we came down to my screen pool.
Oh, did we? Did we? Oh.
Yeah, hang on.
Oh my god, what did
There we go.
miss?
Right. Come on down, boys and girls. Because people actually get to see my desk cam. Would you like some 15mm World War II railways?
To be fair, they did come out very nice. So for the children at home,
I don't know where the straight section went, but the straight
So-
section went somewhere.
Just tell the children at home where you got those from.
So these are from WoW buildings. They come at like $5. You get a curve, a straight, and a junction in embanked and just rail sections as well. Normally in 28mm, these are scaled down to 15mm for my Flames of
Flames
War
of
table.
War, yeah.
Then, boys and girls, the big boy.
Oh, that doesn't look too bad. After the
It's not-
drama you had with
It's
the
not terrible. I just need a bit of tidying on it. So this is a Russian house for Ricky's bolt action table. So this is one from the same manufacturer. This is part of his Russian village set. This is what I mean, Paul. There's a couple of little bits of
Oh, I see. Yeah, Jesus.
delamination I need to fix, but minor. So there's a couple of buildings in the pack. There's a lot of fencing in the pack as well. We're doing this to get his bolt action. I'll tell you what is triggering, though. The fact that he fucking lanes the interior of the main house with boards, but the porch is just left. That's really annoying. I'm not triggered, you're triggered.
Oh, dear.
So this was a 21-hour print.
21 hours. I'll see if my
Yeah.
Creality 3 can beat it.
It's not necessarily about beating it, it's about the quality.
Oh, okay. It's not about the speed.
Well, no, it's not about the speed this week, is it, Paul? No.
Jesus.
Not when you can't get in
We're up
gear
to-
anymore.
We're up to 1,175 dropped frames. I'm definitely going to have to do something to fix the internet, I think. Okay.
So I'm done with my desk cam.
Okay, let's get rid of it then. Yeah.
Why do I feel like I'm being attacked?
Fucking, have you seen the mouthful of pillow at Brokeback X?
Yeah, well, again, if we're talking about people that snore in their sleep, I'm bad. Paul is fucking murderous.
Fucking hell.
Paul is really bad.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
Foul
you are, you
lies
lie.
and calumny.
You are really bad, you lying bastard. What have we got over here? We've got some thick. We've got some thick. Have we got any thick in that that's actually usable?
Yeah, I had a change of plans on Monday because I was supposed to be playing Kill Team. Oh no, I need more water for my wet palette. I was supposed to be playing Kill Team, but
That's another bottle that's absolutely fucked.
what bottle? What are you on about now?
Super glue. Have I not got any fucking super glue when Muggins here decided to do all of the... I'm going to actually cry if this one doesn't work. Oh, this one would work if I drilled the bottle top out, because it's set like concrete. Fuck's sake.
Fucking hell. I don't even know what is going on in the chat. We've got Parkinson's and Specsavers. We've got fucking two houses with an adjoining tunnel. It's just its own fucking little world over there, mate. Jesus Christ.
If you ignore it, it goes away.
Yeah, so we will at some point we'll tell you about what we did at club. Yeah, so I was supposed to be playing Kill Team, but Luke in the end didn't fancy learning the new edition because obviously it's been 10 minutes since we played and everything's fucking changed. But we'll come to that when we get to the main topic because that'll figure quite nicely in our discussion about sort of like one of the things that pisses me off about current gaming. So I ended up as it was playing Magic the Gathering. We played another Commander pod. We played 2 games of Commander. And it was good fun. I borrowed a deck from Luke. It was really completely improvised and just a bit of fun. But what's nice about being a gaming magpie, like David and I are, is that I never really get to the point, with the exception of anything by Games Workshop, I never get to the point of playing a game to the point where I'm like, do you know what?
Sick to death
If I
of it.
don't play that for 6 months, that's fine. Because literally, we literally are
Bigger.
playing a new game every other week, aren't we, mate? So it's like,
Yeah, pretty
if
much.
you have to pivot on a coin and do something else, it's so rare that it's like, oh no, I can't. I don't fancy that. Do you know what I mean? But what about you?
I played some Armada with Alex because similarly, it's been a hot minute since I played any Armada.
Yep.
Last time we played Armada was when we went up to the tourney at Mantic HQ up in Nottingham.
So you haven't even played any decompression games?
Don't think so. Tell a lie, might have played one, but still.
Yep.
Relatively minor in the grand scheme of things.
So go on then. How'd it go?
Played. Which mission did we play? We played one from Seas of Dread called the Siren's Graveyard or something along those lines. Basically, island in the center of the battlefield. When you're within 12 inches at the start of every of your activations, you need to make a check to see if you're becalmed and drift towards the island willingly.
Oh, you did mention this
trying
was
to-
similar to the Frostgrave bollocks.
Yeah, trying to find a what's it called? Trying to find treasure chests. So I think there was 8 at the start of the game, 8 boats that could have a treasure, and you needed to roll a 10 on a D10 or the equivalent of a 10 on a D10, adding some stats if you were a veteran and penalties, blah 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 blah. Me and Alex played with the extreme winds of change. The wind didn't stop still the entire game. It was moving, which was awesome. We also played with night fighting, which, boys and girls, I can tell you now is bullshit. It's -1 to everything, 14 inches line of sight, and it also penalised us for the Sirens moves. So, regrets, we have many. Really good.
Did you
really
play
tight
with
game.
the advanced wind rules regarding
No,
direction and speed max?
Fuck the advanced rules. We always just play with the normal wind rules, but extreme winds have changed to change up like your activation schedules and that kind of thing.
Okay.
So because it steps around more often, it's more likely to change the game. And if you roll spike high or spike low, it'll jump. I'm being lectured. I'm being lectured by spam.
By Damon's criticising your superglue purchases. I've still bought no new games. Shut up about RuneQuest, Toros.
You have bought new games.
No, I.
My superglue's only £2.25. I'll have you know, sir.
What new games?
Okay, so spam. What I'm hearing is, if that happens before the end of the year, I get to break my promise to the world.
What's that? What's this? What?
When I buy a ring and propose, I can have a new game. Okay.
Well,
Tables have been laid.
that's you told, mate. Frankly.
Well, I can't go out buying rings anyway, can I? Because I've got expensive weekend ahead.
Well, no. I mean, to be fair, you could buy yourself a gearbox seal, maybe.
Yeah, buy myself an O-ring. Fuck's sake. Yes, boys and girls, on Saturday I was driving home from the little Aldi in my town, literally 3/4 of a mile away. My clutch went, and I was like, okay, this is good. Let's just make it home. Sent it home a little bit too hard and did the delete second gear mod. So I have first, third, fourth, and fifth.
Are you telling me you
There
can't
is no
drive with just
second.
first and third? What sort of pansy can't drive with first and third?
It's more the very aggressive clonking sounds as well
Oh,
with the gearbox and stuff.
Okay, it's more the soup of chewed metal pieces that you're
I
stirring.
needed the computer. The computer was an essential purchase.
Oh,
I
is
only
this spam? Is this
I only had until October 2024 to upgrade.
Oh dear. Dear. He's got the right he's got the right computer gear. Sadly that's the only one at the moment. Because
So
all the
yeah,
others are fucked.
Well, one in particular is fucked. So I've got to buy a gearbox from Swansea, boys and girls, and get it shipped. And a new clutch. But redeeming factors, people on the internet, I did get 93,500 out of the gearbox, which I don't think is a bad number.
What was that? The number of pieces of broken synchromesh?
The metal filing. Cunt. Cunt. Actual cunt. What are you?
Oh dear. Wittier than the average bear. Boo boo. Oh dear. Poor old David. Well, I hope everything goes okay with your Welsh gearbox, mate.
It'd be taking me to what's it called? Fucking Panelli or fucking something like that, won't it? Just car's got a mind of its own. We're off to Wales.
So, homework for everybody watching stream is when we come back and David's got his car fixed, everybody needs to be able to count to 4 in Welsh, so that we can
Just
count
to
him
take the piss.
count him through his gears.
I fucking hate you. I actually fucking hate you, and I don't know why I'm your friend. Is the gearbox worth more than the car? Based on the conversation I had with the Reman guy, yes, the gearbox is worth more than the car because I was quoted between 2 and 3 grand to have it remanned at a garage. The car's only worth 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Instead, we're gonna buy an eBay special and fucking send it, live with it for 9 months, and then dispose of on some poor, unsuspecting first-time driver and say nothing.
you saw it here on the internet. If you're looking to litigate, we say caveat emptor, you say here's a summons for small claims. Oh dear. Still, at least you've got family that can help you fix it, haven't you, mate?
Yes, I have.
Right.
Of all the places to go, it was on the little mile trip to the shops, not the 40-mile commute. So swings and roundabouts.
Right. Should we discuss some internety stuff?
I think we do need to do the news.
Oh.
The
Hang on.
jingle.
It's the part of the show that we have come to know as the latest salty blizzard of nerdy sorrow. More news than you can shake the salt at. More news than you can shake the salt at.
Boom. Back in the room. Oh dear. Toros, that will be the special gearbox that the first and third on a... Toros, don't set him off. Fucking hell. Dude, Cheesy says, do not trust anything this guy is selling. Cheesy, the smart one. I like it. Fucking hell. So, first piece of news. Mantic, I believe, now you guys will be able to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that Mantic have been into the On Tabletop studio and filmed perhaps a demonstration game of the new Assassin's Creed board game. Am I wrong? Or did I hear that Jerry dropping a few hints about this?
I don't know how I feel about this because they are saying that you can play as multiple different assassins and shit like that.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think I am sort of excited for this. I think because
for Mantic, the chop should be good, but
yeah,
I
have
dubious.
every confidence that it will be a good board game. I don't think I'm going to be interested in it because I have Brotherhood of Venice. But that is the only reason. I think if I had no board game franchise option for Assassin's Creed, this may excite me more. And I think from what little I've seen of Ronnie discussing it, both on the Mantic channel and with Jerry, is that I think this is going to be a much simpler proposition than Brotherhood of Venice. I think it's going to be... I don't think they're going to get us fucking carried away with the stupid campaign elements. I think they're just going for a straight, playable, fun board gaming experience.
Assassin's Creed game.
With lashings of Assassin's Creedy flavour. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Yeah, I agree with you, Cheeseme. Cheeseme says fewer minis to paint in this one, which is a huge plus. I'll be honest, Cheeseme, without any degree of irony, I agree with you. I think that sometimes the miniature thing is a trap, and they just become burden. What the hell? I fell asleep once and drove across the top of a roundabout. Toros and Ewok. I don't even know what you're talking about there.
I think they're on about car shit.
Anyway, so I am... Yes, bring it on. I want to see what the game is like. But as I say, I am a bit disappointed that because I've bought all of the bloody what's it?
You're all in for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
I've got all the Brotherhood
expansion.
of Venice shit. I don't think there's any room in my collection for it, which is a goddamn shame. Because again,
You say goddamn shame, I call blessing.
what? Because there's no pressure to buy it.
Well, have you seen the state of your room that you're currently stood in?
Funnily enough, yes, I have, mate. That's why I went to show everybody else. Because it's getting a little fucking ridiculous.
Hang on, are we going to see the evolution of your hobby room documented on live stream?
Well, as the boxes get... Well, the problem is, the way all you'll see is the boxes get moved around as I take stuff out for club. Because they're not... I can't condense them anymore, really.
You can get on with some of the projects that you got.
I am getting on with some... Jesus! What do you think? What do you think I spend all day doing, mate? Let's see if we can go to the browser and David's audio doesn't die. Good God, what luxury is this? So videos from YouTube. I do like Let's Talk Tabletop. He's got another little video out this week. And it's one of these sort of like empowerment videos. It's got a crap title. It's basically he's sort of like trying to make the argument that people who play narrative wargaming are braver than people who play competitive wargaming, which is the most asinine argument in the world. But aside from the asinine title and ridiculous premise, actually what he's saying is that let's do that. That's going to reframe that better, isn't it?
A stab dog.
Yeah,
Mate.
actually what he is saying is that just don't be so fucking scared of doing your own thing in wargaming. Our hobby, this is something that, again, maybe it's a sign of getting old, but one of the things that frustrates me the most is when people start approaching wargaming with too much rigidity.
It must be done in this way,
Yes.
collected in this way, done in that way.
Yeah. You know, I must play the current edition and we must do this way. I mean, he even says, like, I think his name's Scott, this guy. I always get him, I think it's Scott, even though that's also Miniac. He says, like, he often goes to play a game and he'll be like, the difference, his opponent will be like 50 or 100 points up in a 2,000 point game. And he's like, honestly, it doesn't matter. This game is not that balanced that 50 points makes a fucking bit of difference. And, you know, and people look at him like he's from Mars. And he's like,
Yeah.
no, really. It doesn't matter. And as I say, aside from the asinine title and the weird premise, the sentiment is spot on, which is don't be so fucking neurotic about stuff. Just, you know, go with the flow. Be relaxed about wargaming. It is a hobby that you should be relaxed and chill about. If it's the most serious thing in the world that you get it exactly right, you're missing out. You're just making you're not making the best of your hobby is all I'm gonna say, because that's not the way to enjoy this hobby. But what happens if I lose? Yeah, exactly. Darren gets it. Yeah. I mean, like I say, his premise isn't the strongest, but ultimately, Taurus, what he's saying is, you know, and again, his argument is that he's sort of drawing the divide where you've got narrative gamers who are super chill. They just put the stuff on the table, let the story tell itself, and then just say, God, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the process, or let's talk about what happened there, and blah, blah. Whereas, and the other mentality is, okay, well, I'm going to line up on this side, you line up on that side, and we want to, the game wants
Smack
to
living shit out of us for the sake of smacking living shit out of one another.
And we want the game to be decided on the finest of margins where everything is down to skill, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, it doesn't work that way. It's wargaming. It's not fucking chess. And that's it. That's all I had really for news. I thought.
Actually, can I attack Dave a minute?
Can you attack Dave? Yeah, you can.
Dave from MS Paint.
Yeah, go on
then.
It's
not often I attack Dave from MS Paints. How many people have seen Dave's video that, okay, is cinematically excellent because everything Dave produces is always fucking amazing, but he's talking about FOMO.
Yes.
Like Uncle Atom.
Let me see if I can get Dave's video up.
And it's like, well, how do you avoid FOMO? Well, don't partake in it. Okay, well, that was the easiest fucking video you ever did need to produce. But instead,
What was it?
kind sir,
Let me think. YouTube,
MS Paints.
MS Paints, FOMO. Here we go.
Okay, medium super glue is not working tonight.
What the hell? Bloody YouTube adverts. What the hell?
Fuck off.
Right.
Ow.
Shut up. Skip. Go to a bit that doesn't look too shit. Pause. There you go. Bingo. There you go. Dave's. See you later, cheese me. Yeah. What were you saying, mate?
Like, the video is beautifully executed, but it's how long? 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's too fucking long.
Uh,
I mean, again, I'll be honest, I didn't pull it up in the news because yes, 10 minutes, exactly, pretty much. And it's like, it's, I mean, I did comment on Uncle Atom's video
Hey,
the other
Crispin.
week. It's like, oh, FOMO's a thing. Yes, it is. How do you not get FOMO? Just don't.
Just
Oh,
don't
okay.
partake in it.
Thanks for that. Thanks. Shut up. So,
Super
yeah.
appreciate the life lesson on that one.
For that, I mean, when you think about it, it is a bit of a weird. I don't know what's happened there in the YouTube zeitgeist that both
Well, I'll
of
tell
these.
you what happened.
Go on.
New fucking Horus Heresy release week, isn't it?
Yeah, but why would that? Why would that?
Have you not seen the title of Dave's video where he directly references Warhammer? At least Uncle Atom was slightly less
No,
promiscuous about it.
I think didn't Uncle Atom basically say, yeah, Games Workshop is a company that uses it as an
Yes,
actual
but they
marketing
didn't call
strategy?
it out on the actual fucking top.
Okay.
It's like telling an IBS patient to just calm down.
Yeah, okay. But like I say, I don't really get it. It's like, yes, FOMO's a thing, just don't be a victim of it. Yeah, okay. Still, what's the time? It's nearly time. Although that was not a successful video, Uncle Atom's other video, that is his new video this week, I thought was a very good video. Which is ironic because he said that it wasn't actually the video he planned to make, I think. That's like... where are we? Yeah. So here, this was quite a cool idea. And like I say, he says in the video at the top, it wasn't the video he wanted to make. I thought, oh, wow, that was lucky for us because it's quite a cool idea. Now, okay, before we get into ours, let's discuss, however, Uncle Atom's his 3 wishes. So, from memory, because we did watch this again last night, didn't we, to go through it? One of his wishes was for 3D printing to be as basically easy as possible, and we won't say any more because we may talk about it later. He wanted an app, but specifically one for like solo wargaming scenarios and monsters and assets and shit, which I thought was a bit weird.
Yeah, a little bit niche, Uncle Atom.
But then again, I don't do a lot of solo wargaming, I mean, I when I was listening to it, I was thinking, oh, this sounds a bit like my Frostgrave Monsters deck idea, but as a computer, as a like a phone app. So I sort of got where he was going with
Understand.
it. And then what was his third one? It was the app.
I can't remember, dude. But I don't think I can remember because I'm too busy concentrating on sticking this eye stalk in. There we go.
Sticking the eye stalk in what? Or should I ask?
Codsworth's eyes fallen off.
Oh,
So
okay,
I was
okay.
fixing it. Uncle
Fucking
Adam,
hell.
wasn't it?
That tell me I'm gonna have to go and review the video again. It was 3D printing.
What's his YouTube channel? Not Gorilla Miniature Games, is it?
No, it's Tabletop Minions.
I'm on it for you. Don't worry. You could have nicked off his fucking cover art slightly less egregiously, Paul. Just saying, we're going to get cease and desists.
To be fair, I didn't even check his an app to run solo. Oh, that was it. He wanted the app to run the AI, and the last one was indie game. He wanted to see indie game titles at local game stores.
Yes.
Again, you know, it's like, yeah. Actually, when I think about it, I actually agree with a lot of his. The only one I don't get the idea for an app to run solo war games. Because surely part of the fun of the solo wargaming thing is to be doing it yourself. Because otherwise, isn't it just a computer game?
You wash your dirty mouth out.
I mean, am I off there? Is that
your dirty mouth out? That is not a thing. It's an aid memoir.
I mean, to be fair, Pandy says the last one isn't up to the indies, he's up to the game store. I think, to be fair to Uncle Atom, and this is exactly what David and I have done, our approach to this was, it doesn't matter how ridiculous and unachievable the wish is, because that's the point. It's a wish that you would be like, if you could have anything, what would you have, sort of thing. Darren's interesting. So Darren actually says he wishes he had time and energy to do everything he wanted to. So it's almost like that's not a wish for the industry in general. It's like Darren's leapt straight for the, I wish I had something for me, or I wish I could fix something about me. That's quite interesting. Again, I'm not sure that was really the point. I think he was definitely going for things that he could change. Because, I mean, somebody cynical might say, Darren, you have the freedom to change that. So you don't need that to be granted as a wish, because you just do that. Yeah, I didn't really. Again, I mean, you're the solo gamer, Darren. Are you saying that you wouldn't want an app to drive your solo war game? Again, aren't you just playing a computer game at that point? Why would you bother? I'll be honest. I think I've said on.
Mouth out. What is this computer gaming you're talking about?
Shut up.
We are a tabletop gaming show, Paul.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't really get social wargaming. Social board gaming, as long as the setup isn't too egregious, yes. But solo board gaming, as long as the setup isn't too egregious, yes. But solo miniatures wargaming, where you've got to like set up all the terrain and shit. I can't see it. I can't ever see it catching on. Can't see it catching on. I think that's always going to be a nicht für mich. That one. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just the way I feel.
Where's Tim when you need him?
Yeah. Probably playing BattleTech. Wonder if he's getting his ass handed to him.
Fix your German pronunciation.
Yeah, roasting me for my fucking terrible German. Quite rightly so. Look at this. Fucking hell. Oh, Pandy says as a solo game designer, he wouldn't want an app when he's playing. Well said, Paul. I don't know, Darren. I'm not anti-app. I just don't think that I'd want an app to do that. And I tell you what I don't like. I don't mind apps as a tool to prepare for a game, whether that would be list building or whatever. But I do not like having to continually interact with an app to track wounds and that sort of thing. Infinity's got probably one of the best apps, and I still don't like using it to track my model activations and unconscious states and stuff like that. I just don't like it. It's too... The app is too intrusive when you're accessing it every game turn for me.
Where the fuck did that go?
Night, Paul. Right. It's so let's us discuss our top 3 wishes for board gaming then, mate. Or not for wargaming. What are you doing now? What are you lost?
Trying to find my vape, because I need some nicotine to discuss this, but I appear to have lost it. And I don't quite know
When did you
where.
have it?
Bear with me, boys and girls. I will be right back.
Oh my god. You can't get the staff. You just can't get the staff. Jesus Christ. So yeah. I guess it's one of those evergreen topics that'll always divide any group of wargamers probably evenly down the middle. Apps or not in your wargaming. But as I say, for me, not against them in principle. Don't come at it from a never over my dead body position, but definitely they are a prep tool, not a fucking way to track like the game state. When you're doing that, you're using the app too much. For my money, anyway. That's what I say. Oh, Darren's off work. Well done, you, sir. Good job. Nice to have a break from work. My next holiday's due in August, so I don't know. What do we think? What should we do when we next have a break from work? Any big hobby projects we could tackle? I suppose just keep making progress on all of the things we've got to do would be good enough. Maybe I should dent my bolt action. Actually,
I'm back in the room.
Get some US Marines painted. Did you find your vape then, sir?
Yeah, where do you reckon it was?
Oh, Christ knows. In your gearbox?
Outside on the grass near the shed where my gearbox currently lies.
For fuck's sake. You're the most scatterbrained, chaotic individual ever. It's a fucking miracle anything ever gets done. Right, okay. So, David's first dream, wish, hope.
Which order
Oh,
were we
do you know
doing
what,
these in
guys?
again?
I should have put get a cheap gearbox. Why did what an opportunity I missed! Damn it.
I don't like you. I'm fast going off you being my friend. I don't like you. So,
Tyros, Dave's off to see if his new gearbox is printing. Actually, I think that shows a shocking lack of fucking effort, don't you? He should print himself a new gearbox, Tyros.
can
You're
you
right.
imagine the noise that's going to make at 80 miles an hour?
Mate, if you could get it above 8 miles an hour, we'd all be impressed.
So by this one, I'm going completely pie in the sky. This
That's
is
the
a
idea, though.
complete and utter wish, complete and utter I want. So what I want is the tables that you see at like the shows. So the one Luke's APS did the other year for the bolt action table
The
with
sort
all
of
the ruined buildings
yeah,
and cityscape and everything on, and then the little chateau just outside of the village and that kind of shit.
yeah. It was
I
like
want,
3 4x4s that built a bigger table, wasn't it?
yeah, I want those tables to be accessible to everyone. I want them to store nicely. I want them to be playable. You don't have to treat them with kid gloves and all that shit that isn't the case.
So this is literally absolute magic land where something like that is as collapsible as a pop-up book, and
Yeah,
it just literally goes boing, and you've got perfect fucking tables to play on.
perfect trees, perfect tables.
You
And
see?
again, the fact that it's modular as well, so you don't have to have the same scenario 25 times.
Oh my
You
god!
can change the table.
I mean, surely what you're talking about is essentially virtual landscapes that are like.
Yes, yes, I'm talking digital war games here, boys and girls.
But digital, but not digital. Actual physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I say, mate, interesting dream. I can't say as any of us would argue with you, but I think this one's going to stay a dream probably for a good couple of 100 years. Until we can get some sort of like, I don't know, weird solid that can change its state and of matter, you know, and
On a
the
whim.
instructions of a computer program. Can you imagine like a block of some sort of solid?
I
with
thought
it-
you was about to say a block of cheese. I'm like, hang on, what?
Oh dear, fucking hell, that would be good. No, cheese doesn't work that way, mate. I don't know if that's Wallace and Gromit you've been watching, but cheese doesn't do
The
that.
moon's made from cheese, isn't it?
No, that's not a thing.
Yeah, we got to keep up the
Moon, you dickhead. That's fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, no, I think, yeah. You
What's
keep
your
wishing.
craziest fever pitch dream for number 3 then, sir?
My number 3 is, where is it? Content display. Boom. My number 3 is, now this one is basically Uncle Atom fucking nailed it, I think. Yeah, Darren says we just need the holodeck from Star Trek. But to be fair, Darren, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because I am not a Trekkie, but doesn't a holodeck, isn't it essentially an illusion with, like, you know, because it's not actually real matter, is it? Or does the holodeck create real matter? I don't know how the technology works. Funnily enough, actually, do you know what? Toros actually makes a great point. The practical side that you can actually make them playable is a bigger issue, because the more beautiful they look, the fiddlier they are to play on. And that is very true, sir. To be fair, unless you've got virtual troop, I mean, literally, unless you're talking digital, photorealistic digital simulation, i.e., basically a fucking computer game, I would have thought that's probably always going to be the biggest issue. That's a good observation, Taros, I think. Emma would always count as like, because fucking hell. Now we're talking about cheese in the context of wargaming terrain. My number 3 is, like I said, basically I think Uncle Atom fucking was spot on when he said that 3D printing is literally effortless. To draw another Star Trek analogy, it's like a replicator where you literally press a button, open a hole in the wall or whatever, a hatch, and you pull out.
To be fair, that goes hand in hand with my terrain though. Because does it matter if it breaks on you, if you can just push a button and it just comes out? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't. The vibe I got from your wish was that you wanted, because again, you wanted all of those issues that, like Taros was talking about, where it can look beautiful but it's a twat to play on. You wanted all of that to magically go away.
Yes, I did as well.
You know, those, and the problem with those sort of issues is, you know, that is beyond a technology thing. That's like
miracles.
Because again, the obstacle in that starts to become human anatomy, doesn't it? Because it's like, yeah, I want to be able to play on this wonderful table where all the buildings are like 24 inches tall, and sort of like it's created an almost immersive Blade Runner-esque New York style skyline. Yeah, but the human eye can't see through solid objects, and the human arm can't reach through solid objects or through 3-inch gaps to move models around. And this is the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're sort of like, you're not just changing the nature of the table in the game, you're changing the nature of the whole play experience. So mine's a bit less ambitious. I want 3D printers where I can just press a button and the object or whatever it is comes out fully coloured, in one piece, at 100%, flawless 100% of the time. I think I would describe that as perfect 3D printing. You know, once 3D printing does that, Jesus. I mean, to be honest, just all sorts of consumer markets for small disposable plastic manufactured items just immediately vanish off the face of the earth, don't they? But what? What? Fucking hell, Darren and Taros are basically just in a fucking the cheese puns.
They're in a cheese hole.
Look at this. Darren says, I've seen plenty of cheese in Wargaming, usually from the other player. Taros, on the old Warmaster forums, the Dairy Lee triangle formations was a major discussion topic. I don't know if you're taking the piss, Taros, or whether there was a thing called a Dairy Lee triangle formation in Warmaster, but that's fucking genius. So yeah, for me, Uncle Atom, fucking what do you call him, guru that he is, got this spot on for me, which is we want perfect 3D printing so that we can just have the toys that we want when we want them immediately, with no fucking restrictions or downsides. You're number 2, mate. Now this is, again, this one's way more grounded. This is sort of like the opposite of your last wish, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is sort of stemmed from I'm getting a little sick and tired, boys and girls, of the release schedule and the internet and the FOMO bullshit and missing out on the next thing and everything else. I'm fucking hating that shit right now. I'm also hating that we as gamers have been demoted to the expectations of a person that plays a AAA game from the likes of EA or the such like, where
Ubisoft.
we release a game day one, and you boys and girls are now the bug testing that should have taken place before we released it. So I want companies to release fewer release arcs and everything else. But we live in a capitalist society. So how do we do this, boys and girls, while companies still make money and we still have the diversity of war games and companies that we have without becoming a dictatorship led by GW? Because unfortunately, the biggest fish will always rise to the top of the pond. So I countered this with, let's release stuff that's of a higher quality. Dial back the release speed, up the fact that you've beta tested it before you've given it to us, and we've got a game that actually works. Shock!
Is this sort of like, is your only gripe and bitch with this the quality of rules and balancing of games? Or are there other gripes you've got with the speed of release and the quantity of releases?
I'm also just against like companies that release stuff with instructions that are just half-assed together. And I'm about to go down a salty war path here because War Cradle, I'm looking at you.
Oh my god. Why did I do it, guys? Why did I
We're
do
paying a premium and yet it's not even fucking buildable. You've actually got to send me the replacements throughout for the
Fucking hell.
bits that weren't packed. I mean, at least my gripe was somebody did a Friday afternoon job and didn't pack the kit properly. It wasn't your level of fuck up where it wasn't cut properly and they were physically missing from the sprue.
True. I mean, that is true. You were just missing sprues. My sprues weren't even manufactured correctly. So, I mean, just be grateful. That's all I can say. I know we talked about that a little bit, I think, last week. Horror.
Really?
I'm
surprise
but
me.
the irony of it is, I've seen another couple of. I mean, again, I don't watch Games Workshop content. Fuck them. But it seems like basically people were shitting the bed unnecessarily anyway, because I think what they basically said was, we want to take these legacy elements of Horus Heresy, we're going to put all the rules in a PDF and we're going to phase them out of the main line of the game, and we're going to just get rid of these expensive resin kits that are a twat to make at Forge World. And again, I might be wrong on this because I've not given it 100% of my attention, because why the fuck would I? But everybody was like, oh, I can't play with any of my toys anymore. And like they said, just, yes, you can. But you were always going to be able to play with your toys. We're not making the fucking things in plastic, and we're not making them in resin anymore. So you just have your legacy PDF. Now piss off and cry in the corner. And again, like I said last week, Games Workshop keep doing this. It's not news anymore. Funnily enough, I see Lords of War Games and Hobbies, or whatever the hell they're called, those Canadian guys, they've done a video saying, is the old world going to be 3-year cycled as well? It's just like Games Workshop do what Games Workshop do. They are now a corporate entity that has a massive. I would hate to work for Games Workshop, particularly in senior management, because the pressure to monetize the joy out of something that basically is a wonderful leisure activity must be awful. It must be the most miserable
Soul destroying.
experience ever to just basically take something that you enjoy and just look at it as pounds, shillings and pence and churn and customer, monetization opportunities and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I work in healthcare and that's the way I earn my daily bread. And I don't mind having a little bit of a cold, detached, cynical mind about that when I have to, because I'm not emotionally invested. It's my living. But to actually think like that about wargaming, no thank you. Yuck. Not at all. Anyway.
But, right.
Anyway,
just on this before you run away from the
I'm not
topic,
I was gonna dwell on this one a little bit longer.
What just coming back to what you were saying about what's it fucking called? Horus Heresy.
Yeah.
Everybody left playing 40k because GW couldn't be trusted with the toys, right? GW kept fucking things up. Everybody left and started playing Horus Heresy because it hadn't, and I quote, changed in years. It's still 7th edition.
To be fair, although I think probably the word everyone is a little hyperbolic. I see where you're going with this, yes. And definitely a hardcore of players did do this.
If everybody left your purchasing and went elsewhere, but still were buying from in-house, what are you going to do? You're just going to pick up what you did with it and went, oh, well, we're not doing any releases for this because it's not overly popular. Oh, look, it's popular. Let's do some releases. You fucking bought it upon yourselves, boys and girls.
Oh, I see what you're going with that. Yeah, I mean, while I wouldn't be quite so harsh as to say they brought it upon themselves, I would say for them to not expect them Games Workshop to monetize success was fucking naive beyond compassion. They were not going to give them... Games Workshop do not want... they don't get up in the morning and think, we really need to give the people somewhere to hide from our egregious machinations. Let's create a safe corner of our fucking marketplace for them. No, that wasn't a thing that anybody at Games Workshop ever thought. What they thought was, there might not be much money in Horus Heresy, but I think there's some, particularly for our long-established customers. So let's throw them a bone. Let's give them a few plastic kits. Oh, fucking. Have you seen?
Yeah, I'm fucking not rising to Taurus' comment.
Oh my god, that was funny.
I think I need to go to hospital and call the burns unit because
guys, oh mate, fucking hell, roasting, absolute roasting. You gotta love it. Fucking hell, brilliant. So yeah, so basically, what you would like companies to do is release less stuff, but make a better job of the shit that they do release.
Yes.
So there's less flaws, less badly laid out kit instructions, less dodgy rules and balance problems. Yes. But basically just make less shit. Obviously, we discussed this a little bit last night, and do you know what? There's nothing actually that makes this impossible except for the fact that 'tis the
We live in a
nature of everybody
capitalist
running a
society.
business. 'Tis the nature of everybody running a business that they need a certain amount of turnover to be viable and generate sufficient profit to make a living from. And I think that's the issue. Is like, you know, literally, unless you're like, and literally, unless you're a one-man band who writes rule books that then Osprey publishes, for example, and your expectations of your living are pretty lowballed, I don't think that most even small or indie companies release products at a rate. I don't think they're pushing the envelope to make their lifestyles, do you know what I mean, to fund a lavish
Yeah.
lifestyle. I think they push their release schedule to the point where it pays them enough money to be a good living, or at least a living, and that actually even that small amount of releasing product is probably
Well,
quite a
I
lot.
would like to attack an indie game developer right now.
Oh, go on.
Snarling Badger Studios. And I know this sounds petty and childish because they release one game a year and a little zine game a year.
Yeah.
But the fact that I can set my watch by your release schedule means you're releasing too much shit.
Okay. God, you're fairly fucking brutal on this then.
If I can set my watch by your release schedule rather than be invested in a game and then have some excitement. So Fallout and Modiphius again. We have waves. We have waves typically every 9 to 12 months or
Yeah.
6 to 12 months, etc. They've just dropped the fact that second edition is coming, and I hope to God with second edition we don't roll back to the wave scenario and I can set my watch by your game. Because I
Okay.
then feel compelled to purchase shit, get invested, etc., etc., etc. I play games for the fun and enjoyment of them. I
Okay.
want to go away from your game for a while. So take Carnivale and TT Combat. TT Combat didn't release a load of new minis at the show. They just had a couple of show exclusives. Do you want to know what they've done after the show? They've released 2 or 3 miniatures as teasers on their website for new Carnivale miniatures for the Vatican, the Guild, and a couple of the other factions. They're not fire hosing the shit out of it, and they're not setting their clock by it.
Do you know what? I will give you that. There are, but then again, maybe that obviously they've got quite a broad stable of games now. Maybe they've reached that level where as long as you're not into every single game, you can keep up with a couple of your favourites. But
Taros is saying that there's a massive delay between posts in chat and when they actually appear on screen. Which may have something to
okay,
do with
mate.
your latency settings, sir.
No latency. I checked before we came on. Let me just double
Yeah, but
check.
if you're dropping frames like a good one.
Yeah, I will. Okay, I'll keep my YouTube screen open and see what happens. Thanks for the heads up, Taros. I mean, I can't argue with you, mate. If we're talking about dreams, then yeah, I would like there to be less stuff released for the games that I enjoy, because the problem is also, here's another factor that is not unique to you and me, but is definitely a thing for you and me. We play so many games. If they each release only one thing a year that we're interested in, we still fill up a whole year, don't we?
Yes.
Okay, thanks,
8 seconds
Darren.
delay discounted.
So yeah, like I say, totally get what you're going for. I just think, and again, I feel the same, but I think the problem with it is all that we can ask is that when companies release things, they just release good things and avoid predatory tactics. Just release good, honest products with quality. Here we're talking to you, War Cradle, with good QC, and don't use predatory marketing. Just let your products stand on their own merits. Don't exploit FOMO. Don't fucking, do the Games Workshop do the bundle box with the one unique miniature that you can't get anywhere else bullshit. Just treat your fucking customer base with respect. And you know what? Maybe I'm being unrealistic, but maybe they'll do the same to you and actually spend money with you and not attempt to fucking, copy your rule books and pass them off on the internet or.
What, you mean piracy?
Longer than usual anyway. Fucking hell. So yeah, whatever. My number 2, right. This one is this is a Jules Verne fucking H.G. Wells time machine shit one, right? Okay. And it sort of is related to Uncle Atom's get indie games in hobby stores. But this is the British version. This is the British dream, okay? Which is...
It's not the American dream, boys and girls. It's the British dream.
This is not the American dream. This is the British dream.
Are you going to do your best Martin Luther King pose?
I have a dream. What I wish was that the face of our hobby that was on the high street was a true face of the entire hobby and not just a shop window on the Games Workshop Monopoly.
Yeah.
This is a conversation.
Be able to go into your little shop, get your Malifaux, get your Infinity, not have to mail order them, get them your weird and wacky paints and everything else, and to not necessarily see a Papa GW fucking Smurf standing at the front of the store as an advertisement for the fact that it's a fucking modelling shop. Yeah,
I mean, given the breadth and depth of our hobby, I think you're right, Darren. The American dream has changed somewhat. What that was a startling announcement from my Windows Defender. What was I saying? So this is a conversation I've had with loads of people over the years, and I understand why this is a dream. The problem is that the only reason Games Workshop was successful because they pivoted at a crucial point. They said, we're not going to stock games, we're not going to stock role-playing games in games by anybody else. We're just going to focus on our stuff. And we're going to create a monopoly that will give us the strength to expand and dominate the market here in the UK. So I understand that the reason they are where they are is because of the monopoly idea, and that if they hadn't have done it, they probably wouldn't be a Games Workshop. But as we're talking unrealistic wishes granted from a mystical entity, I still wish that there was a national chain. I'd have called, I don't know, Gaming Buddy or whatever. And obviously each shop would see some variation, because you're always going to get little enclaves. You know, one town might be particularly big on Infinity, or one town might be big on historicals, because of the nature of the customer base, because of a local gaming club. You're still going to get differentiation. You wouldn't get, you know, the idea that you walk into every store and you've got every game represented.
We're not talking about the Primark experience where it doesn't matter where you go,
Yeah.
it's the same shit everywhere.
I don't think that would ever be viable, because ultimately stores, to be successful, would have to serve their local market. Toro says, I have 150 XP. Do I get more hit points now?
You have leveled up, sir.
Fucking hell. I'm guessing that you're talking about this stupid little coloured fucking YouTube bubble thing. But you carry on, guys. You carry on trying to outcompete each other. So yeah, I get it. But for me, this is a huge one. I really wish that this was a thing, because it's having a high street presence is just so huge for generating interest and putting what is a weird niche little hobby in front of people, and generating that point of contact. And it's something that frustrates the shit out of me, because, like, am I the only one who thinks that the privilege of being able to put your product in front of the most new customers is wasted on Games Workshop? How many new customers come across the Games Workshop franchise, dabble, dip a toe into one of their mainstream games like Sigma or 40k, think this is an absolute rip-off and the game experience blows goats, and then walk away from the entire hobby? How many people do you think that applies to every fucking year? And it breaks my heart, and I wish it was different. But I know it's not going to be. And obviously, we are where we are. And fucking Games Workshop even dominate America and Australia as well. So
the Far East now.
Yeah, and Europe and the Far East. They are literally taking over our fucking hobby by inches and turning it into the most god-awful experience for many who don't manage to break their fucking stranglehold. Still, I'm getting a little bit agitated.
Get off your soapbox.
Yeah.
Because now we need to come to the most achievable goal.
Yeah. So now, surprise, surprise, number one is the same for both of us, isn't it?
It is, weirdly. And I don't quite know how that happened. I don't know if I talked you into it, or you were having an idea and then actually thought, well, actually, no, this would pair quite nicely with David's idea. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, at the moment, and this is very much a us problem because we have 50-odd games between us, we need an online database or an app source or something that is a repository for the rules. Think My Mini Factory for your 3D printing, but for all your wargaming needs. So your your cards, your rule sets, your character cards for your different games, rules references, all like that, being accessible in one place and being able to jump and flit between games and only needing one app on your phone. And the reason I say the one app on your phone, or maybe a sci-fi app, a fantasy app, and a historical app to keep the camps separate. But the reason I say this is Mantic currently have their Vault for 3D printing and then their companion app. And the companion app, if you pay for the lot of it, gives you access to Kings of War, Armada, Dead Zone, and Firefight. All together in one app for one price and one subscription. And I am not saying that this digital repository should be free, because it is a godsend. But to be able to flip between games from different manufacturers, see bits from other companies that so and so down your local gaming club's talking about playing, but you don't know about it, being able to go onto the app, flick through the quick start rules that are like offered for free, if they are typically offered for free usually, before you commit to purchasing your next bit. But Paul's want for this goes deeper.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm less bothered about the rules thing. So I can see the advantage of having rules in the app. I think the first thing that would need to be said about this big idea is that it does unfortunately exclude any company that intends to monetize their game through rules alone, which is the problem that this is the glaring issue that Toros has hit on straight away, where Toros has said, yeah, one player buys it and emails it to 10 of their friends, thus wiping out your sales base. You're right, mate. This idea does not help those companies. But in my naive, wishful world, right, I'm thinking of all of those game systems where essentially the thing that the company is monetizing is its models range, and they give all of the other stuff away.
Malifaux.
Yeah, all the other shit is given away free already. It's on its own website. It's on a PDF or whatever. You can buy a book if you want, but you don't need to. You can download it for free. The thing that made me sort of latch onto this and also go for it is, like I say, I'm not so much into, I don't care too much about the rules, because apart from a QRF, a quick reference sheet, you don't generally, when you're established in a game and you play it often enough and you know it well enough, you don't need a rulebook to play a game. But there are all sorts of games now where you need tools to play. So, for example, I did mention it briefly earlier. Kill Team has entered a new edition since I last played it. So I had to go and source the fucking objective cards, print them off, find a PDF where somebody's put up the information on the internet, print them off, because I am not spending whatever it is, 25 quid for the new Kill Team fucking objective deck. I have tons of Kill Team up there. Why the fuck would I spend my good money when this sort of shit should be given away for free? I'm just ranting at Games Workshop here. But, you charge me 65 quid for 5 plastic men or whatever. Don't fucking charge me 25 quid for some stupid cardboard that's going to be out of date in a year anyway, as well. Give me this bullshit on the internet at least that I can print off. But I end up, I mean, that was one that I found on the internet somebody else had done. But I showed you guys my little custom Frostgrave character cards the other day with artwork. I've created custom unit layouts for, I don't know, Armada. I've created custom ones for custom unit sheets for Bolt Action, because I didn't really like the Easy Army printout ones. I've created custom sheets for pretty much all of the Games Workshop games because I didn't like any of the Army List printed options. What I would love is one company who had like a modular system where they had a platform or an app, and you could pay like a 50 pence a month, £2 a month subscription for a game, and there's loads of ways to do custom products for yourself. So unit cards with photographs of your own models, or do you know what I mean? All the stuff that I spend fucking hours creating myself on my computer because I can do it and I like it. Just somebody
have
fucking
that sort of Squarespace drag and drop, and again have the community upload their templates. So again, if people start sharing shit around on like Reddit and the internet,
yeah.
You've got, I made this with this app and it's this template layout. Oh, awesome. I'll go grab that then because that's really cool. But actually, I want to use that for Infinity, for example, instead of the current Infinity layout because it actually looks better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Shit like that.
And to be fair, I know I'm probably a bit of a weird Uber geek. It's like, yeah, Paul, who's going to create their own custom character cards for Frostgrave, for fuck's sake, with pictures of their own miniatures? Okay, maybe that is a bit niche, but again, like David said, you could use the same digital platform and build in army lists. What about an army list thing where you can plug in a picture of your unit so that you can immediately spot your own units on the table and know what profile goes with them? Surely that would be useful for historical games and all sorts of shit.
Or again, even for people with dyslexia and dyspraxia, to be able to take it down, to be able to take it down to to be able to take it down to, well, I've got X, Y, and Z for my Frostgrave warband, and I know what they are when I built them in the army rules, etc. But when I'm looking over this QRF sheet, I'm actually finding it quite hard to find where it is and what it is.
Yeah.
This way, I can associate that miniature with that particular model, and we're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking, what about Hobgoblin, mate? Is there a way for you to print?
Yeah, for Hobgoblin would be amazing for Hobgoblin, dude.
Because obviously, it's pretty much made for that game. Because it's like you've got no reference point for any of your units apart from a picture, which would be the ideal choice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, this was a no-brainer. When we both sort of like said about this, I think, and to be honest, it's probably the one that's the most achievable. I think because the other thing is right. Okay, digital tools in modern wargaming are the table.
They're becoming more prevalent.
Toros manufacturing issues. I see the problem with units as photos, as you only ever see figures from the back. Well, photograph the fucking Lloyd shots then for us, Toros. Darren says, yeah, imagine if you could only get the spells for Frostgrave as an additional purchase. I mean, that is a bit extreme, Darren, but still, I just... And do you know what? I don't even care. It's like, correct me if I'm wrong, but when I went to look on Games Workshops, you see, this is the other thing, right? I can't make up my mind whether this is cynicism or incompetence. When I went to look for the new assets for the new kill team on Games Workshop's website, obviously every single kill team's roster has been rewritten going back to the original Orc Commandos and Death Corps of Krieg. Okay, so
Yeah.
they've got new faction rules, new rules for building the lists, new equipment, new abilities. All of that is like an 8 or 12 page PDF. They've changed a lot of the stats of the models, they've changed a lot of the unit cards. All of that's downloadable, but you can't download the cards to play the game. So they do a free version of the rules, they do free PDFs of your old model ranges. We're just going to lock that little deck of cards, those cards that you need to actually play. We're just going to lock them away. Cunts. It's like, why put 2/3 of it out there for free? See you later, Toros. Why put 2/3 of it out there for free and then just keep
You
that?
answered your own question though.
You know,
It's G-Dub.
it's just irritating, fucking irritating. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
So, yeah. Here's another interesting question. For those, I know he's just left, but if you do catch up the last 10 minutes, Toros, or somebody asks him next week, because I'll forget. Obviously, I do a lot of this, like his bloody order tokens for Infinity that I printed out and then made with my own bottle cap stickers instead of buying acrylic ones on the secondary market at ridiculous money. Am I quite unusual in producing my own little digital tool, my little digital accessories for games, or do other people like do this? Do you produce custom unit cards for your games and your models?
I don't.
I'd
I
like to
don't-
know in the comments down below
Yeah.
just how much of a freak I am, or whether other people do this as well.
Well, I'm
Because-
going to say, I don't tend to produce any unit cards because of them changing. I typically just live and struggle on with the online databases.
Yeah,
Because copying everything across and doing all that bullshit.
because I think that's the problem. Maybe that's where my age comes into it, because I still want something physical in my hands. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's like I can access all of the stats and that for the Infinity models through the app, and I can access the wiki at the touch of a button. But also, I'd just rather have everything written out physically in front of me.
I've got 17 miniatures built this evening.
Blimey.
All resins.
All multi-part?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those were not multi-parts.
Okay. I thought you were going to say 6 of those were multi-part, in which I was going to say, well, in that case, you built 6 miniatures. But no, okay. So Darren says he's printed off the Frostgrave spells, put them into... that makes sense. Darren,
The thing is, I feel more empowered to do it with the likes of Frostgrave because it's stable, because it doesn't change every 5 minutes. Wild West Exodus at the moment seems relatively stable. They haven't had an update in a long time, like mid last year, I believe. But then that does also kind of mean we're overdue. TT Combat Carnivale, and what's the other one?
I mean, Carnivale is another one where I created I didn't like the printouts from the old Carnivale gang builder, so I created my own custom little PDF. So that I could have the layout I wanted, and because the other thing, this is the other thing that I do, and maybe this is a Paul thing. When for example, with my Carnivale ones, the number one, the actual cards were like A5 size, but instead of the keyword, whatever it is, expert fighter, I actually have expert fighter brackets re-roll dice during combat or whatever, because I like to have the
reference at
the actual
hand.
reference there. Damon says us grognards made our own tokens, chits, labels, and that whatever for decades. Okay, yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it, Damon. Again, maybe the actual answer, the sort of explanation for the problem is I'm 54, not 30. And obviously it's just something that I've always done. I just think that there's got to be, there's got to be something, there's got to be some way there. There's got to be a business model in there somewhere. If you're a smart tech guy, there's got to be something in there for you to be able to license,
Just name us in your royalties, please.
Yeah, we just want, like, I don't know, a 0.5% dividend or something. That's all we need. So yeah, 5 minutes to go. How we do it? So I've got some paint down. I've got some paint down on some models. I've done all right tonight. I've done all right. Got a second coat down on the purple. Got that light green blue colour down on these trousers, which still looks a bit green for me, but it'll look fine when it's washed. But yeah, they're looking good.
Would we like a pan across my Fallout miniatures?
Yeah, go for it.
There we go.
Where
We'll
are
go
we?
to the oh fuck, hang on. We'll go to the one miniature that's not oh fuck, pan lady. I'll have to fill you after.
What? Oh, that's your Carnivale, isn't it, sir?
Yeah, so this socket in the shoulder's a bit of a twat. I've got to fill that back in.
Why is that? Is it just not fitted correctly, or what?
It's just not gone nicely, and I've super glued it, and I can't now get it off. I'm going to break it if I pull it off.
Yeah,
so
the
we're
resin
gonna
will
just fill
shatter
it
because
and do
she's resin, isn't she?
it. Yeah, she is resin.
Yeah, bummer.
Annoying though as well, because we said we can see all her gusset and everything. You can only get the panties from like this specific angle, which by the time you put a base on it, you're not going to get them. So is what it is. But pan lady is pan lady.
Is that going to be difficult to paint then?
I don't know. We'll see. 6 red rate.
I tell you what, I do like the look of those because I think they're going to be relatively easy to paint, mate. I think they're going to paint quick.
Then we've got 3 mole rats.
Yeah, looking good.
So I had to put the head on them. I've got to just do a little tiny seam fill. Codsworth. Hello.
They do look good. When is the next series of the Fallout TV show coming?
Tail end of this year, I believe.
Is it later this year? Okay, cool.
Mirelurks in 2 different poses.
I'm not super familiar with those.
Eggs.
But then again, I haven't played a lot of the game.
This is because these are Fallout 4.
Fallout 4. That's why I don't know them.
Yeah. Dog meat. The goodest boy just needs some gap filling on his thighs because he's looking a bit thin, bless him. And then we have the lone survivor in his Vault suit, in his Vault 111 suit. So I don't think I've done badly.
Yeah, nice one. What have we got here?
So
Fairly good at as I say, we've managed to get a nice even colour on that purple. Took a couple of coats. Whoops. Got the main colour down on the trousers. I've started to go in with the white, doing the masks, the shirt, the cuffs. Might have to retouch the flesh tones in a couple of places. I don't know about shoes. Whether to go for some sort of like, almost like suede brogue look. Probably. Suggestions in the comments down below. But one thing, and somebody did say the purple's a bit Joker, and yeah, I think that was Upworlder said in the comments of the last video, the purple was a bit do you know what, Darren? If it was 1 miniature, I'd pinstripe them. 4, no, too much work, especially for board game miniatures. I think Upworlder said yeah, a bit fucking
bit intense and purple.
yeah, it is a bit Joker, but I am glad I didn't go for black because there's too much black in this fucking Gotham City game. It's it's a Batman thing. Ewok says he can't knock customer extras. He made a tidy sum from his Gaslands dice. To be fair, yeah, they're an again. Do you know what? They're an extra I didn't begrudge spending money on. They're more the templates because you only need one set. The game's already cheap enough to play. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Again, it's not the kind of thing that you're going to produce digitally, is it? I mean, Gaslands though is another great example of I haven't found a really good template for the Gaslands cars that I like. I've always created my own in a spreadsheet. There's so many of these games where I just think there's a trick being missed. Anyway, that's 10 o'clock. So, waffly stream tonight, a bit impromptu. Obviously, massive thanks to Uncle Atom over at Tabletop Minions. I don't know what it is, but his videos always seem very poachable. This is about the third one where we basically ripped off his idea. He just has a knack, I guess, for giving you for doing topics where you actually think, oh, what are my opinions? Which is I guess that's the sign of a great YouTube creator. And obviously the link to his original video is in our description down below. Go and check out Tabletop Minions, the channel, because he's been doing it for years and it shows, because he's actually really good at it.
He's better
New
than
video
us.
every Friday. Yeah, that I'll give you that, Ewok. I mean, again, I don't know who did the accessory sprues for them. Was it Renedra? I've got a couple of the accessory sprues for Gaslands with the guns and the motorbikes and the tanks and as in tanks to go on the cars and shit. North Star. Okay, cool. As I say, they are great. Love them. So yeah, thank you very much to our chat, as usual, our co-stars over here on the left of your right of your screen, your other left, that left. Yes,
you are a disabled fucktard. Just saying.
Don't go running away with yourself there, mate. Just keep it, keep it in a low gear. Don't get aggressive.
I'm going to come and steal the gearbox out of your car just for shits and giggles and then see how you like it.
Fucking hell. Yeah, so thank you very much. to our fantastic audience over here in the chat. You guys make the show. Definitely make the show because we do fuck all. If you can only find time to do a single thing, please click the like button. It helps a little bit with the YouTube algorithm. All the other stuff underneath, the share, commenty, subscribey stuff, then that's great as well. But you do what you want to do because it's your YouTube. You use it the way you want. And with that, as I sit here in my incredibly close and claustrophobic hobby den, surrounded by my vertiginous towers of fucking shame, I guess it's time to call it a night, and we'll see you guys next week. What do you say, mate?
I think it is, and I think you need a tidy up.
But do you know what? That's exactly what my missus said when I was moving my hobby desk and that in here. She was like, "Do you want me to help you tidy up in here?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's never happening. Not in a million years." See you later, guys.
It's another Thursday night. I see Crispin's wearing tights. Sparrow's getting in the bath. Young David's full of wrath. Paula's tightening his straps. Where on his apron you saps. Technical difficulties. They're really such a crime. Technical difficulties. They happen all the time. It's Yellow Belly Tabletop 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 time. Cheese Meat is on day release. Damn silk tries not to crease. Ewoks keeping nice and warm. In bed with Russian uniform. Meanwhile the handyman is opening up a can. Technical difficulties. They're really such a crime. Technical difficulties. They happen all the time. It's Yellow Belly Tabletop 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 time. Cheese Meat is on day release. Damn Silk tries not to crease. The Ewoks keeping nice and warm. In bed with Russian uniform. Meanwhile the handyman is opening another can. It's Yellow Belly Tabletop time. 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 Cheese Meat is on day release. Damn me up tries not to crease. And Ewoks keeping nice and warm. In bed with Russian uniform. Meanwhile the handyman is opening another can.